Right, welcome back to this Warhammer 40,000 battle report. I am here at Shire Wargames Club in Catterick. I'll post a link in the description. Today I'm playing Connor's Tyranids with Blood Angels. This is the board. The mission is Cleanse and Control. We have 6 objectives. Number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, number 5, and number 6 is right back there. So we've rolled off for deployment already. My deployment is going to be on this side and I'm going first. Connor's going over that side. We need to roll warlord traits and everything as well, and we'll take you through the armies. Right, so here is the 2,000 points of Blood Angels today. My warlord is Astaroth the Grim. He is rocking with 10 Death Company, 1 with a Thunderhammer, all stock, bow pistols and chainswords. Troop squads, I have 10-man tactical squad with a heavy flamer and a melter. They are riding in a razorback with a heavy bolter. I have a 5-man scout sniper squad with camo cloaks. I have a 10-man assault squad with a flamer and a melter gun, and sergeant's got no upgrades there either. I have a 10-man assault squad without jump packs, riding in a drop pod with a flamer and a melter. Furioso Dreadnought with frag cannon and heavy flamer in a drop pod, and he's got a magna grapple instead of smoke launchers. Death Company Dreadnought, heavy flamer, melter gun, blood talons, magna grapple, and he's also in a drop pod as well. Over here I have a fast Vindicator with a storm bolter, and a Baal Predator with heavy bolters and an assault cannon. The third heavy support option, Fire Raptor's making another appearance. Hopefully it'll come on before turn 4 this game. And I'm taking a new model I've never used before, so we'll see how he performs. The Vindicator Assassin. Warlord trait for Astaroth is Soul Warden, so that grants him Adamantium Will, which might be helpful against the Tyranid force today. So we'll now go to Connor's Tyranids. Right, so this is Connor's Tyranid force today. Connor, do you want to talk us through your army?
I've got my Turvagon as my HQ. He's got Desiccator Larvae, a Norn Crown, Toxin Sacks, Stinger Salavo, and a set of Crushing Claws.
Okay.
Next to him is a Tyranid Prime with Flesh Hooks, Reaper of Obliterex, Yamogul Factor, and Toxin Sacks.
Right.
Then I have 3 Impaler Cannon Hive Guard.
Okay.
Behind them is a Hive Crone with Toxin Sacks and Stinger Salavo.
Yep.
Then there's 17 Devour Hormagaunts with Poisoned. Behind that is a Trygon Prime with Toxin Spike and Toxin Sacks.
Right, that's going to be interesting. I've played against one of them before.
Then there's 3 Biobores, and in front of them there are 30 Hormagaunts with Toxin Sacks.
Okay.
At the back there is a Toxic Cream.
Yep.
Everything it's got normally.
Okay.
And there is a Horror Specs with Toxin Specs and Thresher Scythe, and finally the Venom Throat.
Right, no problem. So the Venom Throat is going to be grabbing some cover. We'll come back after deployment. Right, so welcome back after deployment. Put the scouts in some cover here with the camo cloaks, hoping to get out some of the monstrous creatures on the way over. Assault squads flanking either side. The Death Company and Astaroth looking to charge straight up the middle. Gun line here with the tanks, and the attack squad with a melter to move forward and hopefully take that one if I get it. Heavy flamer and the sergeant are in the razorback, and I infiltrated the Vindicator here. I wanted to put him a bit closer up, but as you can see, Connor's put some of these nasties over here. And there's the Toxicrene. Hive Guard behind cover there. They don't need line of sight to shoot. And then he's got a big blob of Hormagaunts over here. So we'll see if Connor sees an issue. Do you want to roll it on camera, Connor?
Nope.
And he doesn't. So we'll move on to Blood Angel turn 1. Right, so Blood Angels turn 1. Cards I have drawn: Decapitate and Strike, Secure Objective 5, and Domination. So the only one I'm probably going to be able to try and get is Objective 5. So I've done my movement already. Shuffled the Razorback and the Vindicator out here, looking to get a couple of shots in on the Turvagon, maybe get some wounds on it. I've shuffled the Tactical Marines up here, and the Baal Predator's pivoted to get a view on the Venom Throw up over there. Death Company have moved up. They haven't moved the full 12. I don't want to be within charging distance of all them Hormigans. And the same with all these Assault Marines here. They've moved up just enough, but hopefully out of charging distance there. The Scouts have not moved, and neither is the Vindicare. And round here, this drop pod I went to drop on Objective 5. It's scattered backwards slightly, but the Dreadnought is getting out, looking to hopefully get rid of these. This Dreadnought there, the drop pod rather, I tried to place straight here. Very, very risky in case it went off the board. Scattered back right there. So they've all getting out. They are combat squadded. The front 5 here have the Flamer and the Sergeant. The other 5 there have the Melter. So we'll now move on to the shooting phase, as I don't have any Psychers. Right, so shooting phase hasn't gone too badly. The frag cannon and the heavy flamer from the Dreadnought put a wound on each of the 2 Hive Guards there. The assault squad here shot with the flamer and a crack grenade and a couple of bolters and didn't do any other damage. Back here, these models shot at the Tervagon and didn't hit with a crack grenade, didn't wound with the bolters, and didn't hit with the melter either. The storm bolters from the 2 pods took a wound off the Biovore there. The Vindicare shot at the Tervagon, and although he hit, he didn't wound. He shot a turbo penetrator, so I could have done D3, but he didn't wound, unfortunately. The heavy bolt from the Razorback over there managed to do a wound, and the Vindicator hit as well, causing another wound. Meanwhile, over here, all of this is out of range apart from the Scouts. The Scout shot through and did a wound on the Tervagon. Sorry, the heavy bolter from the Razorback didn't. So the Tervagon is down 2 wounds. And the only other thing that I shot was the Bile Predator there. Unloaded everything into the, is it Venom Thrope?
Venom Thrope, yeah.
Venom Thrope. And only failed 2 saves, so that scores me first blood. I did not secure Objective 5. And I didn't get Domination, and my Warlord is still alive. So I'm going to choose to discard Domination. So at the end of Blood Angel turn 1, score is 1-0. Right, Tyranid turn 1. Connor has drew, secure Objective 6, 5, and Domination. He's done his movement. The Hormigons have all moved up here. And what's that guy again?
Tyranid Prime.
The Prime has detached from the squad. That Hormigon is within 3 inches of Objective 5. The Horsebrax has moved forward, looking to probably take out some of the Assault Marines over there. And the Toxicrane is probably going to be charging the Furioso Dread there. The Tervagon only spawned 6 Gaunt. Connor rolled a 1, 2 and a 3, so no doubles there, and shuffled round as well. Probably looking to get rid of the drop pod, I think. The other movement, is it a Trigon?
Trigon Prime.
Trigon Prime has moved over. I think he's making a beeline for the Vindicare Assassin over there. And over here, these guys have shuffled up as well. That's it for his movement, so we'll now move on to Psychic and Shooting phase. Right, so the Psychic phase, Connor managed to cast Paroxysm on the Marines there. They are Weapon Skill 1 and Ballistic Skill 2. He also cast Dominion as well. I lost one of the Marines from the Gaunts there, and the Prime shot at the same squad, but missed totally. The Hive Guard stayed here and shot through at the Death Company and managed to take 2 of them out. The Biovores also shot down as well, got 2 direct hits right there, and Astaroth was the closest one, and unfortunately he took a wound. So the Death Company have dwindled in numbers slightly, but they are fearless. Over here, the Horsebrax shot down at the Assault Marines, but missed. Round here, the Trigon Prime wasn't within range of the Vindicare, so he's ran up that way. Also, the Electroshock Grubs template from the Tervagon caused a whole point damage on the drop pod there as well. So that was it for the shooting phase. We'll now move on to the assault phase. Right, so assault phase. Tervagon charged in and has destroyed the pod. Toxicrane charged in through cover, unfortunately, which meant he was initiative 1. Overwatch from the heavy flame and the frag cannon caused 3 wounds on him. I scored 1 attack back with the power fist and put 1 more wound on him. So the Toxicrane, has 1 wound left. He did a glance and a pen against the Furioso though, with front armor 13. Over here, The Prime took out the 4-man squad without any problems at all, and the Hormigans I only just failed 5 armor saves despite 87 attacks. He consolidated 1 inch, which scores him secure objective 5. The Termagants up there score secure objective 6, which puts the score at 2 points to 1 after turn 1 to the Tyranids. Right, so Blood Angels turn 2. I still have Decapitating Strike and secure objective 5, and I've got an aerial assault, which is great. My Fire Raptors actually came on this time. The Death Company Dreadnought has not, though. I've done my movement. I've just pivoted the Baal Predator over that way, looking to hopefully go on the Horsebreaks over there. The Vindicator and the Razorback have moved up, looking to kill some of this, and as you can see, the Fire Raptor's looking to get some shots down over there. The Vindicator has stayed where he is, but these 2 assault squads are pushed up, hopefully to get objective 5 over there. I've decided to leave these ones here as I don't want to be within range of that. I'd rather try and shoot it down. The Tactical squad there is just shoveled up to secure our objective if I draw that as well. So we will now move on to the shooting phase. Right, so shooting phase over here has been pretty productive. The Morlug cannon and the 2 Hellstrike missiles from the Fire Raptor took out the Tervagon, and in turn took out the Termagants that were there as well. The Demolisher dropped on the Prime. It scattered slightly and did hit the Toxicrene as well, but the Toxicrene passed his cover save. 5 up as going through this terrain, and +1 for, well, 2 for Shrouded. So he passed. I obviously insta-killed the Swarm Lord, not the Swarm Lord, sorry, the Prime. I also shot the autocannons back at the Trigon here. The Vindicator shot, and the Turbo Penetrator at the Trigon wounded, but Connor passed his cover save with that. The Heavy Bolter from the Razorback shot across and did 1 wound on the Biovores over there. Meanwhile, over here, the Baal Predator took a wound off the Horsebreaks, and only 3 of the scouts could see, and I got 2 wounds, and unfortunately he failed his cover saves for them, so the Horsebreaks has lost a couple of wounds as well. So that was it for the shooting phase. Actually, I've still got them bow pistols to shoot. I'm going to shoot those bow pistols, and then I'm going to charge the Assault Marines and the Death Company in at them Hive Guard, I think, try and get me their objective 5. Right, so over here, the bow pistols in the shooting phase took out 1 of the Hive Guard that had 1 wound left. Charged the Assault Marines in first, and I didn't lose anything to Overwatch. The Death Company charged in as well, and half of them, we just roll half the attacks first, managed to take out the last 3 wounds of the Hive Guard as well. These guys consolidated 1 inch out, and they consolidated 4 inches out. I still don't secure objective 5 though, as they are troops. I did get Decapitating Strike for killing the Tervagon, and I also got Slay the Warlord, and I get D3 for Aerial Assault, which I'll roll now. That's for 2 points, so that puts me at 4, but we still have that combat to resolve as well. So, whichever way that goes, the score would be 5-2 at the end of Blood Angels turn 2. Right, so these are the cards that Connor has drawn. Supremacy, Ascendancy, and Hold the Line. So that's some pretty good cards for him. The Toxicrene's actually failed his leadership test, but he's now getting Rage. So I think he's probably going to look to wipe out the Death Company there. He's moved the Horsebreaks up to there to secure their objective, which would be 1. That would give him 2 here if the Hormigons charge and wipe out the Marines there. That would give him 2. Over here, the Gaunts, they were within range of the Trigon at the beginning of the phase, so they didn't need to take the leadership. They would secure that. And the Trigon there would secure that one, which would give him 4. So he's going to be probably getting 2 D3 plus 1 at the end of this turn. So we'll see how he's shooting and combat score. Right, so down here, the Trigon shot down at the Vindicator. He scored about 6 wounds. The Vindicator passed all but 1 of his 2+ cover saves due to stealth and shrouded. The Hive Crone came on and vector struck the Fire Raptor and destroyed 1 of the missiles. So it's down to 3 hull points. He also shot the missile at it as well, but unfortunately he missed. Down here, the large blast from the Toxicrene took out 1 of the Death Company. I passed most of the armor saves, apart from 1, and failed to feel no pain. Other shooting over here, the Horsebreaks took out 1 of the Marines there. and the Biovars dropped their barrage on the scouts. He scattered a little bit and only actually managed to wound one, and I actually passed the 6-up cover due to stealth and the camo cloaks on there. So that was it for the shooting phase. We've now got a couple of assaults I think Connor wants to make. I think he's expecting probably to take out these assault marines with the Hormigans and the Death Company and Astaroth with the Toxicrene. So we'll come back after he has done his charges and assaults. So assault phase, this was a bit unexpected. The Toxicrene charged in, only scored 2 hits, and managed to save one of them. I lost one guy there. The initiative 4 Death Company attacked back 12 attacks, and all Connor had to do was fail 1 save for him to go, and he failed 2. As a result of that, the acid blood actually killed one of the other Death Company as well, so they need to consolidate out. Over here, absolutely obliterated that squad, which we knew was going to happen anyway. He's consolidated onto that one. So at the end of the assault phase, Connor does have hold the line, supremacy and ascendancy. So he holds 1, 2, 3, 4 objectives to my 2. So do you want to roll for supremacy on camera, Connor? That's 3 points for that. Ascendancy, and 3 for that, plus hold the line is 7 points. That puts the score at 9-5 to Tyranids. So we'll now move on to Blood Angel turn 3. Right, Blood Angel turn 3. I drew secure objective 2, behind enemy lines, and secure objective 5. The Death Company Dreadnought has come on, and he's landed there. I've just moved the objective out of the way. The Dreadnought is stood on it. I need rid of them termagants there. I've pulled the Assault Marines here back, looking to get the melter shot in on the Horsebreaks there. Scouts again have stayed exactly where they are. These Marines have shuffled up to either shoot at the Horsebreaks or the termagants. The Vindicator's moved here and past its difficult terrain, looking to hopefully take out the Horsebreaks as well. And the Predator's turned, again looking to just rain iron down on him. Back here, the Fire Raptor's pulled back into hover mode, and I'm looking to unload everything I can at the Trigon. And here, the Razorback and the 5-man tactical squad of getting out. Hopefully, combined with the Vindicator, we'll be able to take him out. Astaroth has moved up that way to hopefully get rid of the Biovars as well. That drop pod and them will hopefully get me behind enemy lines. So, we'll now move on to the shooting phase. So, went back after the shooting phase. I've managed to kill the Horsebreaks. The Melter from here did a wound. The Scout shot at it. The Bolters from here. Everything from the Wild Predator and the Vindicator finally took it out. So that was gone. Over here, I killed, was it 9? Gaunts to the Heavy Flamer, and the Melter Gun missed. The drop pod here killed another one as well. And that drop pod killed one. They did, however, pass their leadership. Back here, the Vindicator, the Heavy Bolter, the Tactical Squad, the Heavy Flamer, and the Mauler Bolt Cannon, and the remaining missile from that shot at the Trigon, and he's got 1 wound left. So that was it for the shooting phase, but I've got an assault over there to make. Let's roll that for distance on camera. I need 2 inches and I'm in. And there we go, so that's 4. So we'll come out after we've resolved that assault. Right, so as we thought, the Death Company, the 3 alone, re-rolling hits and wounds because of Astaroth. Furious charge wounding on 3s and hitting on 3s, managed to take out the Biovars that were there, and they consolidated. So that has me 1, 2, and we've measured Death Company Dreadnought is within 12. That gives me 3 units behind enemy lines. So I get D3 for that. Secure objective 2, Vindicator has. Secure objective 5. The Death Company Dreadnought is actually on that one as well. So I get 1, 2 plus D3, 3. So I get 5 points that turn, bringing the total score to 10-9 to Blood Angels. So we'll now move on to Tyranids turn 3. Right, so Connor drew secure objective 4, 5 and 3. 5 is there, 4 is there, and 3 is over there. So we've done his entire turn as it was quite swift. Over here, the Hormigans moved and ran to get objective 4. And then the rest of the force was over here. And look, no Fire Raptor. Curse of the Fire Raptor, the Hive Crone, Vector struck and blew it up again. I swear to God, I am never bringing that model against Tyranids again. Over here, I lost the Heavy Flamer to the shooting attacks from the Trigon. Charged in and he only inflicted 3 wounds. I did inflict 1 wound back with a crack grenade. I failed my leadership test and I ran. I didn't get away and he caught me, which obviously means that I'm tied in combat, which means I'm not going to be able to shoot out in my turn. So we'll have to see what happens. So that puts the score at 10-10 after turn 3. It's Blood Angel turn 4. We have Secure Objective 4, Secure Objective 6, and Scour the Skies. So I've done quite a lot of me movement and running. Vindicator has moved and ran here, out the way of him because I can't shoot at him this turn. The Razorback has moved 12 and flat outed up to here. Over here, Astaroth and the Death Company have moved forward to get some ball pistol shots in on these guys. And the Dreadnought has moved over as well. Tactical Squad and the Assault Squad have moved up, looking to hopefully get rid of them off their objective. Vindicator's moved up, and the Bile Predator's looking to get some shots down as well. So I want to do what the rest of me shooting, and we'll come back after that. Right, so over here, the Dreadnought fired its Flamer, Stormbolter from the drop pod, the Vindicator, the Tactical Marines, and the Assault Marines managed to take out all of the home against there. That gets me Secure Objective 4. Over here, as expected, the Trigon wiped out the Tactical Sergeant there. He didn't score a wound against him with a crack grenade, unfortunately. I was hoping to maybe get rid of that last wound that he's on. Up here, the Bile Predator snapshotted the twin-linked assault cannon up at the Hive Crone, took 1 wound off it. I'm expecting to lose the Vindicator there probably next turn due to him charging. Hopefully get something in on Overwatch. So I get Secure Objective 4 and 6, which puts the score at 12-10 to Blood Angels. Right, so Colin discarded one of the objectives last turn and drew Objective 5, 2 and 4. 5 was there, 4 was there, and 2 was there. So it's been a very quick turn. The Hive Crone's moved over here, shot 2 tentacles at the Razorback, and did a haywire shot. And over there, the Trigon shot everything at the Vindicator, and I failed 2 of me 2+ cover saves, so he is gone. So Connor didn't score anything that turn. He's probably going to discard a card, and we'll move on to Blood Angels turn 5, I believe. So we'll see what happens there. Right, so Blood Angel turn 5, I've still got Scour the Skies. I drew Big Game Hunter and Secure Objective 4. Objective 4 is, which one is it? It's that one there, so the Assault Marines have got it. I've done the entire turn. The Vindicator immobilised itself. The Scouts over here moved and a couple of them snapshot at the Trigon, and the Assault Cannon from here managed to get a rending hit and take the last wound off the Trigon. The Heavy Bolt there moved back and shot up at the Hive Crone but didn't hit. So that scored me 2 more points, which puts the score at 14-11. It's been quite an enjoyable game, but Connor has decided to call it. Connor, what's your thoughts on the game?
It was good, I really enjoyed it. I thought the Vindicator removing my Tyranid Prime was a bit brutal, but...
This guy here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then scattering in and almost killing the Toxicrene and saving the Furioso Dread. That was
I got it survived. I also thought it was a bit bad rolls on my part for the Toxicrene when it charged your your Death Company.
Yeah, and I think a lot of my shooting, I got quite a lot of lucky rolls as well, so... if I'm honest, I was dreading playing Tyranids. I find them very difficult to combat normally with Blood Angels. Connor has informed me, however, bikes with grav guns is the way to go.
You may lose friends, it's bad.
However, when I built my army, Blood Angels didn't have grav guns, so I think it's something I definitely need to look at.
It's just wrong.
So today, like I said, me and Johnny have been down at Shire Wargames. I'll post a link in the Facebook. It's been a nice trip out. It's been nice to meet quite a few friendly people as well. I think we will definitely be back here as well. So if you live in the area of Catterick, like I said, I'll post a link in the Facebook in the comments, and give them a shout. Yeah, some great guys down here. So thanks very much.